Well, hey everybody, it is Melanie Mitro, host of your 7-day free clean eating group here. And I just posted in the group the actual 7-day meal plan for you guys to take a look at. And I wanted to take some time just real quick and go over this meal plan and also go over sort of some tips for you when it comes to grocery shopping and creating your plan for the week. So as we get into this, right, the point of this free group is to help you begin to kind of just scratch the surface of clean eating, to scratch the surface of the importance of eating good quality foods. And so everything that I've put on this meal plan is in line with the clean eating principles. So let me just very quickly explain to you what that is so you understand. So eating clean means that you are not eating freezer meals or overly processed foods. You are staying away, you're really trying to stay away from, the fast and easy, lean cuisines and just sort of the 100-calorie packs. Like, that is out. If it is not man-made, or if it is not made from an actual seed or animal or whatnot, it's sort of out of the question, right? So that's kind of the way we're gonna look at this group. So number one, you're staying away from sugar. So no processed sugar, no stevia. And when I say stevia, you can buy a plant of stevia and you can use that as sweetener, but you can't get the stevia in the packet, the crystals, because that is processed. No Sweet and Low, no Equal, no stevia, nothing like that. Sugar is out. No creamers, right? Those wonderful creamers that are French vanilla and hazelnut that make your coffee just creamy. If you flip that sucker over, it's got high fructose corn syrup or it has some sort of sugar in it. We're gonna stay away from that. The other things that you're gonna do is you're gonna stay away from the white breads and even a lot of whole grain breads. Really, the only bread you're gonna eat is Ezekiel bread. You wanna really look at your carbohydrates to be like good quality carbs that come from oatmeal or quinoa, brown rice, Ezekiel bread, sweet potatoes, yams. Those are the things that you're gonna be eating to get your source of carbohydrates. Lean protein. So we really don't wanna eat a whole lot of we don't want to have red meat every single day. We don't want the really crappy ground meat. You want to get the lean or ground turkey is a better option. Grilled chicken. You're staying away from things that are fried, right? You're drinking water, not soda, no flavored teas. You're really sticking to the basics. Clean eating is just that. It's just really healthy, comes from the earth, eat clean. All right, the other thing is when you're eating clean, you're eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. So you're not having 3 big meals. You're not skipping meals. You are not skipping breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Do not skip that. You need that to get your metabolism going. So you're gonna eat 5 to 6 small meals a day, and that's where portion size comes in, and that's why portion size is so important. And we're gonna spend a whole day talking about that. So with that being said, one of the things that you want to do is, as I created this meal plan, is it has a plan. It gives you those 5 to 6 small meals a day that you're going to eat in the correct portion size. Also, I pair the foods together in a specific way. So you want foods that are going to extend the life. So every 2.5 to 3 hours is how often you should be eating. By the time you get to that 2.5 to 3 hour mark, you should be pretty hungry. You want to drink a big glass of water. It'll kind of hold you off for another half hour. Then you can have your meal. But I pair it together. So for example, your breakfast in it, the first day is oatmeal. It's an uncooked half of a cup of oats. And so you don't want the instant oats like in the tear-off package with the sugars and all that in there. You want to buy the instant oatmeal that you would scoop out and add some water and microwave it. That is a carbohydrate. So that is a yellow container if we're looking at portion fix. And then you have your peanut butter that you're gonna put in there, all natural peanut butter that is it's a protein, good fat. So your oatmeal is fast burning, your good fat in your oatmeal or in your peanut butter is sort of a slower burning. When you combine those two together, it extends the life of your food. If you were to just eat an apple, that has a lot of natural sugar, good sugars, but natural, and it's gonna burn faster, which means you need to pair it with a protein or a good fat to extend the life. So you can see your morning snack, you have an apple and 14 unsalted raw almonds, extends the life of your meal. So you're gonna see that sort of trend where I'm pairing foods together to give you sort of that life of your meals and your food throughout the day. All right. So with that being said, when you guys print out your meal plan, it's in the files section of this group. You can download it, you can print it. I printed mine. So I am a creature of habits, and I don't want to cook 20 meals, and I don't want to be in the kitchen all day, every day. And I want my life to be as simple as possible. So I will eat the same thing for breakfast, or the same thing for lunch, or the same snacks for an entire week. And then I just switch up the dinners. A lot of times I cook an extra sort of serving at dinner time so that I have leftovers the next day for lunch. So those are some of my tips. So now, here's what I want you guys to do. Go through this meal plan and you say to yourself, I don't like oatmeal at all. Maybe you look at day one and you're like, bleh, right? It's okay. You can admit it. My feelings won't be hurt. So maybe you say to yourself, all right, instead of oatmeal, I could have eggs. Like, I totally can do the eggs. And on day 2, I have like 2 eggs. You could do scrambled over easy. I have a slice of Ezekiel toast and turkey bacon. So that could be your breakfast every day if you really wanted it to be, okay? So here's the thing. As you're looking through this, you may sit down with a separate sheet of paper and you may say, okay, tomorrow's breakfast, I'm gonna have eggs, turkey bacon, and a slice of Ezekiel toast. And then maybe that's gonna be every day, and that'll be easy. So you can switch up this meal plan. It doesn't have to be to the T. But one of the things I do is I will sit down and I'll write out my meals, and I'll say, this is what I'm having for breakfast, this is what I'm having for a snack, and I have a sheet of paper sitting right next to it where I say to myself, I need eggs. I need to get almonds at the store. And so I make my grocery list that goes along with that actually makes it to go together. So that's what I do when I'm planning out my food is I sit with my meal plan. Right beside it, I have my grocery list beside that. Okay, so at the end, when you're all done with that, now you can take that grocery list and go to the grocery store. So now tomorrow, on Monday morning, when you wake up, if you say to yourself, I don't really want to eat what's on the meal plan for today, at least you have bought all of the food that you need for the week, so you can just pick and choose. You can say, I'm gonna eat Wednesday's dinner on Monday and Tuesday's dinner on Friday, and that is totally okay. And throughout this process, it's going to take you a little bit of time at the beginning to sort of get your footing and get comfortable with this process, and that's okay. It took me a good hour to grocery shop. It took me a little time to prep and get my thoughts together, but every week that I sat down and I created a plan like this, it became easier and easier. It became something that just became part of our routine, and it just worked for our family. So I want every one of you to kind of take a look at the meal plan, give some feedback, ask some questions, make your grocery list, go to the grocery store. And then usually Sundays are my plan and prep day where I actually sit down and I will, if I need to chop up my veggies, or if I want to, portion out my hummus, or if I want to, cut up my fruit, I will sort of prepare for the week ahead, so that I have my game plan. So the goal is by Monday morning that you know what you're eating, at least for Monday. If you're gonna wing it, that's okay, but at least you know what you're eating on Monday, and then ask any questions that you guys have in here. If you have the portion container system, right, if you have this, that is great because you can actually use this to measure out your food. So for example, if you're gonna do oatmeal, you're gonna measure out a yellow container. If you're gonna use some peanut butter, it's a spoon. If you are gonna do vegetables and make a salad, maybe you put 2 of these, your veggies in there. So otherwise, I will teach you sort of how to use your hands and measure out your portions that way. So if you have that, that's great. And then last but not least, I did mention when you guys were signing up that if you wanted to do 30 days of Beachbody On Demand, they have a 30-day free trial. So if you don't have On Demand right at this point in time, I can give you, actually I'll put the link in this message here, where you can actually go and you sign up for the club membership is what it's called. It's the Team Beachbody Club, Beachbody On Demand. It'll say 30-day free trial. It asks you to put your credit card information in there, but it will remind you to cancel that if you don't want to use it. The only reason I encourage you to do that is, number 1, you want to make sure that I'm your coach. Number 2, you want to go in there because we have what's called the Fixate Cooking Show, where it actually will go into greater detail how to use the Portion Fix, give you some other great alternative recipes, how to prep, how to raid your pantry, all just good tools. And then if you are looking for a different kind of workout, like maybe you're a runner and yoga would really help your flexibility flexibility so that your time was better, or that you were preventing injury, and we have 3-week yoga retreat. Or maybe you love to go to the gym, but you would like to be able to do some cardio at home or some strength training at home. And so this allows you to sort of mix and match and have some just workouts that you can stream from an iPad, phone. You can do Apple TV, Roku, any streaming device, the Fire Stick. So that's just an option for you guys to be able to use that Beachbody On Demand and have my guidance to help you navigate that too, because I will reference that a little bit along the way. All right, so hopefully my kids didn't bother you too much with them running in and out in the background, but I'm really excited about this 7 days. I'm really excited spending time with you. Tomorrow I'll come back in here live and we're gonna do some prep and portion control tomorrow. All right, so have a really great day and I will see you guys later. Bye everybody.